It's the 13th of November. It's yeah, like I said last week, I love October, November, December, January, because after everything that we've all done and you've all done, you know, it gives us a chance to really relook at how we're going to do it for the following year. But actually, for the first time, we are planning a 21-month kind of campaign. You know, what we're going to do in 15, the new direction that I want to give the whole org, will pay off, and we'll get a big result in terms of numbers, but it will really come to fruition in 16. And that's great, and that's what we want, because that's when we believe, or I certainly believe, that we will reach 3 billion people by September 2016. I hope that we'll be publishing something for 2016. I know for sure we'll be releasing a film in 2016, and we're beginning that post-production process now, which is about a year to do. The concerts are going to be incredible. You know, this week I Skyped with Akon. I'll go and see him in a few weeks' time in Los Angeles. But you know, the ideas that we've got for the shows for 2015 and 2016 are just absolutely unbelievable, and I'm really excited. I really think that we're going to be doing shows in DRC and Rwanda in 15, and I really hope we'll be doing them in DRC, Rwanda, Burundi, and Uganda in 16, which has just been mind-blowing. But Akon's there for the long ride, and that's just incredible to have his support. He's such an amazing man, well, just an incredible talent, and to have him by my side as we produce these shows is awesome. So that's great. I did a speech, Festival of Marketing this week. Festival of Marketing did a lot of awareness raising in 14 about Peace One Day, and so it was good to go and do a little keynote for them. I've just finished a call with Joseph Habineza, who is the Rwandan Minister of Sport and Culture. Great man. He was very supportive. Obviously, as the Minister of Culture and Sport, we're going to be talking to him about the concert and the venue in Rwanda, but also how football can play a major role, which of course with our One Day One Goal campaign, it does. And so I'll also talk to him about the education poster that we'll be delivering into Rwanda next year. In fact, we're going to deliver it into Rwanda, Burundi and Uganda next year. We delivered DRC in 14, so that again will really come to fruition in 16, you know, where we hope as many children as possible through the Great Lakes will be standing as one, which is obviously incredibly exciting. But you know, we need to think long term. I mean, I think thinking about the next year's Peace Day is interesting. We've always done that, but to think about next year's Peace Day as a kind of catalyst to something magical and incredible in 16 is just really awesome. By the way, that's a very strategic document, that 21-month plan. It's incredibly well thought out. Every single area of this org and every relationship is all in it, and it's just beautiful to sort of bring all of that together. We're finishing the measuring process, so if you haven't told us about your work that you did, or whatever event you had, or even saying sorry to a friend, whatever it might have been, please tell us. And you know, so it's a good time. I did a nice tweet today. I think Nick, didn't I? A nice tweet today about you know, I've always been going on about, you know, we created a day of ceasefire and non-violence. I put the words non-violence into the resolution because I've seen the violence in our homes, communities and schools. And today we published an amazing fact about the cost of violence. The cost of violence in relation to weapons and the cost of violence in relation to a fist. And they don't compare. The cost of violence in relation to what's going on in our homes and communities and schools is so great and so much bigger than the cost of violence with weapons, which is amazing, which means ultimately, of course, what it means is that we all have a role to play, because the violence that we really desperately need to stop, the real violence, the great violence that's going on, you know, right now, you and I are a part of that. We touch it and we see it. And so make sure that you're involved for 21st September, Peace Day 2015. Thanks a lot.